The Formal Gamer, podcast for those with exquisite taste.
Welcome to Season 11 of the Formal Gamer podcast. Grot and Dante return on their quest to eradicate the curse of the Freeloka. The peaceful people of Parasha live a quiet and tranquil existence, but evil is coming to rip apart their lives. For some, more literally than others.
Hi guys, welcome to Season 11 episode... No, I do it the other way around every time. Why have I done it wrong this week? Welcome to episode 14 of Season 11 of the Formal Gamer podcast. That's what we're on. Thanks very much for listening again. Abu, that's it. Abu has done a beautiful map of the circus, and he keeps saying that I need to promote it because I forget to. So go on the Facebook, go on the Twitter, and you can see this beautiful map that he did. I'll sticky them to the top of the Twitter. I don't know if I can do the same thing with Facebook. I might just repost it to Facebook, and I'll try and put it on the website as well. Oh, there's a very big fly in here. Wow, that is a big fly. Is that a fly? There's a very big fly in here. More important than the very big fly in here is that you enjoy the episode. That is big. Hello and welcome back to the Formal Gamer podcast. There is some trouble on a small island with a small temple upon it. A temple that was used by a man called the Dark Man has got...
Allegedly,
has got two figures hiding out there, Grot and Gorlock, who'd laid a trap for these clown figures to try and capture Gorlock. They have arrived as scheduled, unlike Dante and Rill, who have not arrived on schedule to help with the defence, as Dante spent too much time at the circus. That's a sentence you didn't think you'd hear.
I got my ice cream though.
Yeah.
It is actually a sentence that I expect to hear, to be honest. It's not the first time this has happened.
No. Dante last time spent too much time at a party and like things.
I didn't spend enough time at the party.
Yeah.
Yeah, you actually were angry at me because I ruined the party.
By fighting a giant man and trying to do the ceiling. Yeah. This time, Dante is arriving, but you don't know whether he'll make it in time to actually get a part of any of the combat. As there was 8 sort of figures from the circus arrived. Mm-hmm. 2 of them went searching the island to the north, where you've heard screaming. You have traps set up, so you think one of your traps may have gone off up there.
Amongst the trees.
Yeah, there were poison traps and one big flaming bear trap.
Yeah.
You haven't seen any fire, so
pretty
insight
safe.
would suggest that it's probably one of the poison traps. You have got 3 guys went to check out an underground torture chamber, and the plan was when a trap went off down there and another poison trap seemed to have gone off down there, you'd guess that Gorlock was going to push rocks down onto the entranceway to block the entrance. Gorlock, with strength he did not know he had.
But somebody had faith in him.
Dante, bizarrely, who was trying to murder Gorlock once, literally had faith in him. Gorlock managed to push these rocks down and block the entranceway. So it seems, at least in the short term, these 3 are trapped. Grot is hiding in the lake, in the water, crouched down like a rock. And these other 3 figures are sort of stood around... sort of looking at these rocks, trying to work out what the hell's gone on.
So Grot was, after the rocks fell in the hatch and smashed it up, he was nodding with very impressive Gorlock.
Yeah.
He went into his small armoury of knives, his throwing knives. He was going to pull out from one of their sheaths. He was getting ready to throw it, and then he heard the scream from the guy that set off the trap in the north trees.
Yeah.
So actually, that Grot's kind of reconsidering. He's kind of scratching his face with his throwing knife, going,
I might wait and see what they do.
This is some Viet Cong shit. This is really like there's 2 of you, but they don't really know how many of you there are. They might just think Gorlock has turned into some sort of guerrilla warrior on this island. He's going to just set up a selection of poison traps. They're like, I think Gorlock even learned to do this. Yeah. He seemed relatively incompetent when we last met him. Right, so there's 3 guys who are still by it. 2 of them head to the north.
Grot actually makes that little noise to itself.
They run towards the screaming up there, and I don't know why I rolled that dice. And one of them starts searching around for where these rocks came from, started trying to climb up to where these rocks.
In the last episode, when they went into the temple to search, did you just move around the outside of the walls so they didn't see you?
Yeah, no, I was inside the temple, looking out through the cracks in the temple walls, and then I climbed over the top when they went inside the temple. And then I was by the hatch then, though, and I thought, well, if they're going to come by the hatch, you need to get out of it. Had a momentary lack of confidence in my own abilities, and then I thought,
So basically, you heard them coming into the temple, and you just sort of skittered out.
Yeah, and then I went over to the water, viewing the hatch. So I'm going to try and move quite quickly as these guys run off to the trees, and the one that's remaining is
so
scrambling
the
up the
one
wall.
that's remaining hops up in one leap onto the walls.
Okay, right. Well, this could be a shuriken then, I think.
It's like a 20-foot leap.
Yeah.
And looks around,
Yeah.
but doesn't do anything when he's up there.
Okay. Again, I have my shuriken out. I go, wait, actually, maybe he seems fine. I'll start scratching my face again with the beard. How far away are the other?
The other two started moving towards the north of the island.
Okay, how far away are they from the remaining one on top?
I
of the
mean, it
temple?
depends how quickly you want to act. They're all sort of together at the start, so.
Okay, I'm gonna. If he's leapt up, do you think I could leap up? If I was to have a run?
No, this is incredible.
Oh,
You had to climb up. This guy did it in a single bound. It's like a 15-foot standing vertical jump.
actually, that seems weird. I don't think he even touched the sides. Again, I get another dagger out and scratching both sides of my
That's
thing.
what she said. Sorry.
He didn't even touch the
Yeah,
sides.
he just boinged up there, and he's exactly where Gorlock should be. But he doesn't seem to have spotted Gorlock.
I need to keep Gorlak safe, so this guy's gonna have to move to the other side of this universe via my
Do a
knives.
perception check.
Okay, actually, I might have a look.
I think that's logical that you would check out who your enemy is.
I might have a look first. I got a 9 + 4.
You've dark vision, don't you?
Yes.
You're not actually that far away. This guy's in a full clan outfit with a mask on, which is what you've known from the Delata. This looks like maybe
He might be okay. How high is this wall then? He says 15.
about 15 feet high.
Fuck.
And he just went boing and landed straight on top of it.
Can I get a view on the others?
Yes, you had a look at them while they were at the top of the thing.
Yeah.
So there seems to be two who had the similar masks on.
So we think they're all.
No, one was just just a sort of
So
shirt and
the guy that bounced up, sorry, we think he's a Delati. He's got a specific mask.
He's got a
on.
mask on. You haven't seen many wearing these masks.
Yeah,
He has a mask on, and you had one other who was wearing a mask.
Okay.
But the others you saw didn't seem to have these grotesque faces.
Where's the other one that's wearing the mask? Do I know where he is? Then?
Went north.
He ran off.
She.
Well,
ran
do we
north.
know?
Until I see boobies, I'm assuming that he's.
Right.
So she, if it looked like a female figure in the moonlight,
Yeah.
it's making it sound quite romantic on this island.
Yeah.
Did she went initially or she ran off?
No, she's one of the ones who was waiting at the steps
Yeah.
and then went off to investigate the north of the island. So the
interesting.
two who you suspected Delata have now split up, and one of them is stood on top of this sort of pillar, having a look round for where the hell Gorlock
Yeah, I'm
went.
gonna have to go keep. I think if I throw a knife, I might not. If I throw a knife, I might be able to re-hide, but I might not do as much damage. And if I'm up close, I might be able to kill him quicker. But then I have to do a stealth check, and also he's 15 feet up in the air.
Okay.
It's so many options.
So many things going
Basically, throw or stab.
on. Now I need to roll two d20 quickly for two things.
Go ahead.
Okay. Right. Okay. So, you hear more yelling from the north of the islands,
Yeah.
but not screaming as you did before, and the rocks on the steps don't seem to be moving. No one seems to be interfering with them. That just seems to be like completely safe situation now. Yeah, you don't see anything from down there.
I'm from where I am in the water. I think I'm going to try and throw a knife at one of these. The Delata who's standing on top of me.
Yeah. Okay. So you have advantage because he can't see you.
Bloody do.
What other things do you have? Is this hunter's mark and all these things?
Oh yeah, I'll
What do you have to do
set
for
up a
this?
hunter's mark on him. Yeah.
Sneak attack, surprise, and
Yeah,
hunter's mark.
prey. So I mark him with my knife. I hold it out. This is gonna be sure and steady. Yeah, and I'm gonna. If I hit, I get a load of bonuses. So let's
Right.
see. So that's 1, So it's 10 plus. I'll just roll the other one and see what it is. So, here we go. 16. No, 19.
Plus.
Plus.
No, you're fine. I loved it, that game.
Plus 8. Yeah.
Yeah, no, you're fine. I was fairly certain it was going to be more than this at this point. Right, okay.
Okay.
So, yeah, roll it up.
Alright.
Okay, let's add them up. 6, 4, 4, 3, 2, 2. That's 21 damage.
Is that plus the 4 as well?
Plus your 4.
4.
25 damage. I mean, that is painful. You see the figure is stood on top of this pillar, and the shuriken comes out, hits him square, sort of the top of his back, just on the top of his spine. He definitely gets wedged in there. I'm definitely not delaying just so I can do the maths. Yeah, there we go. Turning that off there. Now he's balanced up there. I'm just going to do a little acrobatics roll to make sure he keeps his footing, which he does with a sort of a pivot of his hips. He's able to take sort of a knee and take stock. He's then going to stare to see if he can see where this is
I'm immediately down in the water.
I assumed you would be. And he turns around and roll up your stealth. This is going to be close, actually.
This is going to be tricky. 30. Easy.
Wasn't as close as I was hoping, I'll be absolutely honest. This is going to be close.
He just says, I'm a snake. And he sees a snake go off into the water.
Right, okay. So, we're now... I think we're bizarrely going to have to roll initiative, even though they don't know where you are, for their turns of hunting you down, I suppose.
Well, it's just them. It's him and them.
Yeah, so it's you... Well, and Gorlock. See, I've got a whole issue with when Gorlock's doing things that I've got to deal with. So... I'm just going to do some rolls on my own for a second. You two entertain yourselves. Right.
Shall I roll my initiative?
No, I just keep rolling dice before I think about what's going on. No, you go first because you've already taken.
Yeah, it's true.
So, that's clearly okay, and that's clearly right. Okay. Hello, listeners. Right, I've just got to set up a situation where outside of Grot's vision, all these people are getting up to stuff. And I've got to decide what everyone is doing and how it's going. And it's very confusing for me. Right, is this my one? Right, okay, so... On my full list, I will tell you what's going on as I get through it. So, the figure on the top of the pillar is going to start searching for you. He jumps down. Can I have my D4 back, please?
It's there.
Oh, you put it there. You cheeky little goose. Right. And he runs... he runs on the opposite direction from you. So he is headed back towards where the boats are. He has decided that's the route that he's going to take. Though he didn't get hit from that direction, he's gone back towards the boats for some reason. Which a bit of insight might make you think that's the direction Gorlock is at the moment. Because you did tell him to go and sort the boats out afterwards. Yeah. Depends how obedient he is.
Did he make any noise when he went like, oh, could I see like a change in his shape?
Just hop down.
It made this noise like, Arr?
Yeah. Is there any exclamation marks over the head or question marks?
Just hop down, you don't know. Right. Okay, so that's another one of that. You hear more yelling from up in the woods, but not screaming, just yelling up there. He's fine. He's gone up there. No, you're fine. Fine. Nothing from the basement you hear either. And then, you don't hear anything from the beach. With all this faffing around, you're probably only about a minute away now. You're relatively close. Depends really how long we think. I don't think these turns are necessarily going to be 6 seconds because there's going to be more delay between things as they're not actually fighting. Grot.
Okay, I'm going to try and move in the water, going round the island towards the trees.
Right.
So not the north trees, the south trees.
Right.
I'm going to try and move through those trees. I know this will take several turns. I'm just telling you what my idea is.
Yeah.
Move through those trees, and then in the tree, hiding behind the trees, trying to see what's happening on the beach, the other side, where I saw this clown run off to.
Okay. Interesting. Okay. Right. So the island's not very wide, so you could double movement across the trees with a stealth on there. It depends how stealthy you want to be. If you want a double movement across and you bust across the other side of the island, I'll make you roll stealth with disadvantage. If you want to go slower, you can just roll stealth normally.
I think I'll just go slower. Roll stealth normally.
Okay, you're halfway across the island.
Roll stealth. 16.
16. You don't hear anyone yell or come towards you. Right, now I'm going to roll a lot of dice again. Okay, so you hear yelling from that side of the beach.
Oh, right, okay.
You hear sort of a voice shouting something, and then you hear meow, meow, meow.
Oh no! He's got my kitty. He's gonna play.
On the north of the island. Oh, where's my D100? Boom, boom, boom. You don't hear any more yelling, which is either good or bad news. So something's happened up there, and then no, they don't do anything. As you're running, there's definitely a noise and shouting from the basement area as well. Yeah, and I need to roll my D100 again. Oh, what was the damage on that?
Oh, damage? That's a weird thing to say, isn't it?
Shush. Right, oh my god. Fuck. Okay.
I feel like listeners, well, I don't know, we'll see what.
That was a weird noise for you to hear. Right, oh my god. So listeners, I've made them cover their ears so you can know what's happened in those rolls, otherwise it's very boring for you. The person chasing Gorlog found Gorlog. The person who ran to the north, the two people who ran up there have found one of the guards, just kept failing poison rolls, so they botched one and died. So one of the person's been poisoned dead. In the basement, one of the people who was poisoned is alive, but the other one has set off the fire trap now. So the basement is now on fire down there. He rolled a botch as well, and rolled a 59 on the botch scale. And so that's all kicking off down there. So now we'll cut back to Grot following them. Back in the room.
In that, I was covering my ears, trying to not listen. All I heard was stealth and botch. Those are the two words I can make out.
Interesting. Well, I think when you saw me rolling D100, you probably thought it wasn't a great sign, unless they were in combat with each other.
Yes.
So, yeah. Grot, you're halfway across the island.
So Grot's really conflicted
meow,
actually,
meow,
because he's like, oh, Gorlok might be in trouble, but this is really gone quite well. I'm really enjoying this. So I'm going to carry on going to try and get eyes on. Move a bit quicker now.
Okay.
He's still trying to maintain some kind of stuff.
But you don't think they'll be paying much attention to you.
That doesn't count. Doesn't go in the tower.
You're very lucky it doesn't count.
Oh well. Oh well.
Well, no, you have to roll the other one,
Yeah, I
so it's lower
suppose.
than
Didn't. So up yours.
14 was that?
It's 14.
You don't think anyone's paying attention to you because there's too much kicking off.
Okay.
As you
What do I see?
turn around to where the boats are, you see what that figure stood next to the boats, like trying to fight something that is inside one of the boats.
I see. Right. Okay. I'm gonna. I'm gonna walk out and try and. I think I'm gonna open conversation and go. Excuse me. Are you trying to hurt my ward?
Okay.
And it's Dante!
He turns around and looks at you, but he is definitely not taking his eyes off the figure in the boats. Yeah. And he says, I don't know why you're here, but this is no concern of yours.
Interesting. So you're from the circus, one of the Delata.
He's just focusing on Gorlok.
So is he like trying to reach into the boat? What's he doing?
No, he seems quite happy that he's in the boat, and he's sort of just holding the knife and staring to the north of the island. He's got a sword out, and he's sort of pointing a rapier at Gorlok.
Okay. I'm going to try and move like round the boat in a circle.
You're a bit further down the beach at the moment.
Okay, I'll try and move up to him and go, please, I'd like to have a tete-a-tete without anyone getting much more hurt.
Right, okay, so I'm just going to see what he's going to do for this one. I keep just rolling dice before I've made the decision of exactly what the percentages mean in my head. Right, okay. He just turns to you and goes, "Stay where you are. I don't know if this man is a friend of yours, but he will die if you get any closer."
Well, if I get any closer, maybe he'll die. But there's someone who definitely will die.
Unfortunately, it's his turn in combat now, weirdly, because you had your turn. So he definitely gets a turn in combat now. So are you still...
I'm trying to intimidate him.
Right, okay.
Not that I'm very good at
I think
intimidation.
I can't give you that many goes on your turn. You've already been able to speak to him and you've had movement, so I don't think I can give you that many.
Fair enough. I'm good at
So
intimidating.
he doesn't want to kill Gorlock yet.
Foreshadowing.
I think he knew they weren't up for Gorlock being a mate.
They just missed the person from their circus. They wanted him back.
So he is going to he's going to push the boat out slightly into the water, and he hops into the boat, and sort of pushes. He grabs you and pushes it out onto the lake slightly, and starts sort of paddling with. So he's got the sword in one hand pointing at Gorlock, and he's paddling with the other hand, just trying to push the boat along towards the north of the islands.
Interesting. Okay.
Hang on, I need to do everyone else now.
Go for it.
Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah. Fuck a duck. Right, hands over your ears. You two. Right. Oh, one of them just set off one of the big traps at the top of the island. This is bad for them. Right. 4, there's 11. Okay, she's taken quite a bit of damage as well. Right, hands off your ears.
Ibo.
You see a jet of fire spurt into the air from the north side of the island.
Come back, you're missing the
Dante, you also see
fireworks.
this. You're close enough now to see the north side of the island has fire on it. You can aim your boat to that side of the island if you wish to get closer to that.
What? Can I roll a perception and see what else I can see, or what else I've seen on the approach?
Yep, certainly.
Ooh, 15.
Some figures moving around the island as much as you and Rill have really been able to spot, but this fire has suddenly illuminated it, and you can see there's figures moving around on the island quite a bit. You think that you'll be landing on the side of the island maybe on the next turn of combat, as we've been slowing things down slowly. They've had
Which
full
side is he
conversation.
coming from again?
He's coming from the side where you were hiding, essentially.
Okay, so it's the other side.
From where the boats...
So I can't see the beach.
You can, not the beach where these guys are. Where Grot was throwing shurikens, you could see, and you know the hatch is your side, so you can go and investigate the hatch, but you're landing relatively close to the hatch.
But I know that if I go around the north side, it'll be more difficult to get out the boat and up onto the...
Yeah, in fact, you're thinking it's probably quicker just to land the boat and run it on foot anyway. I mean, you know, you'd be in the midst of things. That'll be next turn where you can land and start moving around the islands. They're all...
Well, hang on a minute. So at the moment I'm still swimming, am I? Dragging the
Yeah.
boat with Rill.
Well, Rill was just boating you close. He was going to suggest you get out as close as possible to the edge. So you can get out and swim if you want to get out now, but he was boating you as close as possible to that side. Knowing that if you went around the opposite side of them, you might not be spotted.
Oh, I see. So he... hang on.
So rowing up to where they were was going to be noisier, and rowing up right to the shore was going to be noisier, but he's got you relatively close now, so you're probably only a turn away. You can either row the whole boat...
Oh, right, so I
up.
haven't even got in the water yet, then.
You've not even got in the water yet.
I
so next
see.
turn you'll land on the thing. You can either jump out now and swim the last bit and be much stealthier, or you can just get Rill to power on the boat and...
No,
power
I think power it on. Stealth has never been really a forte of
No, I'm just
Dante's.
going to roll straight up and smash under the thing, that's fine. Gorlock, you can see the boat rocking from side to side as Gorlock's trying to do something, but it doesn't seem to dissuade the man from doing whatever he's doing.
I guess, so how far away is he at the moment?
He's sort of a full movement turn he was when he was in, but he's now probably a little bit further away because in the water. You wouldn't be able to melee attack him at this point.
Oh, why? So why wouldn't I be able to?
Because he's pushed himself a bit out to the
Yeah.
sea, so you'd be able to get to where he was, but he's now slightly further away from that. So he's just outside of melee range. You'd be very close if you got yourself there, but you wouldn't be able to melee attack him at the moment.
Okay. So if I do a double movement, I can get up to him, basically.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. Well, I'm
A double
gonna.
movement, I would let you try and jump into the boat with him.
Okay. Well, I am going to. Grot kind of hunkers down low and does kind of a bit of a panther sprint
Right.
out to the water. I'm gonna. He's charging down this boat because he's furious.
Right.
So
this is
I do
going.
a double movement, and as a bonus action, I can hit a shove.
Right. Okay. Right, and that's a contested strength check, isn't it?
Yeah. If I
Are you,
choose
are you attack the boat or him?
the whole fucking thing, whatever I can hit.
Well, I mean, like if you hit the boat, he might fall out.
You can either like both. You can hit the boat and rock it, and he'll have to make an acrobatics check to see if
Yeah.
he falls out or not. Or you can just hit him, and it'll be a strength check.
Just gonna hit him, I think.
Right. Okay.
Just charge right for him.
Right.
Oh no!
He needs to roll.
9 plus 2, so 11.
I got rolled D100.
I think you need to change your dice.
He doesn't! No, why would you say that?
Yeah, you smash him completely. He folds up like an accordion. He's not just shoved backwards, he is prone. He does like a flip in the air and lands, because he's an acrobat. He would normally get a chance to save himself, but he does not. You have speared him out of the air and he is out of his boat. You suddenly find yourself stood in his boat. Roll me in acrobatics.
He's 10 foot away, by the way.
Yeah.
8 plus 8. 16.
You are stood, and you manage not to rock the boat too much either.
Yeah.
Somehow you spear him out of it. The force of him hitting going off, you just sort of stop in the air like a sort of a football and just drop and land panther-like in the boat.
I said he is my ward.
Gorlock is just so excited to see you. He can't even speak.
Gorlock, what should we do with this one?
Well, unfortunately that is the end of your turn. So it is his turn next. Gorlock is just like a quivering, excited rack on the floor. So that guy, you can't really get up when you're in the water from prone because you're sort of swimming.
Yeah.
But I'm going to say he failed that so miserably that he's sort of under the water. He takes a movement turn to sort of get himself righted, and then. Now, is he going to swim to shore, or is he going to swim to try and get you on the boat? Which will he try and do? I think I know which he'll try and do. Yeah, he swims to shore.
Yeah.
And he swims to shore and stands
The island
up.
shore.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
island shore. Yeah, he is just. Yeah, no, he's not trying to try and swim. That would be very dangerous. Just peppering him with the shurikens.
Oh,
to go.
that's a shame.
He goes to the island and he shouts as loud as he can, "They're here!" To see if he can get them from the north of the island to come down. And you do hear people start shouting and running down towards you. One of them screams in pain as well.
Gorlock Grot chuckles under his breath when he hears that.
Do you want to roll it in this?
No, thank you.
Suck it.
Because there's not much room around here anyway to roll things, so I think I don't want another shaker on here. Right, Dante, you have landed on the beach.
And I've just heard him scream from the shore, have I?
Yeah, even you would have heard that.
Guess I make my way over there then.
Okay, you run past. Do me perception as you run over.
I mean, not really worth it with Dante.
Yeah,
11.
15.
11.
So that's plus your 4. You see that Gorlock's plan with your plan with the rocks has definitely worked. You do hear sort of thudding and screaming from in the basement as well. So whatever's going on there, it sounds horrific. They are screaming in pain.
Not laughing now, are you clowns?
No, it's definitely something terrible is going on down there. You cross the island, and in a full movement, you're almost all the way across, and you can see Grot stood in a boat. You can't see Gorlock, and there's a clown figure stood on the shore.
So, what am I? Is he in the middle of us two? Is that?
Yeah, you're sort of between them. Yeah, he's in the boat. You're on sort of the top
And
of the.
is he looking
beach.
to? Is he looking towards? Is Grot got his fixed view?
Yeah, he is fully fixed on Grot. He is not fixed on you at all. You don't have any more actions this turn unless you want to take a surge or something like that. You have things you can do, I think, but he is not facing you at all. And you're now within range that you immediately start feeling your Vroloka ping on him.
Ooh. So I can't, because I wouldn't be able to see his mask or anything, would I, from behind? But
You
something's
get a Vroloka ping off him.
got my eye. What's Rill done?
Rill has just followed you through.
Is he armed? Did he?
Yeah, Rill had bought. He's got two short swords that he's holding, one in each hand, sort of almost curved like a cutlass. And as you turn around and look at him, you do realise you're not sure when he did it, but he is shirtless.
Right. No, we'll just wait till next turn then.
Okay. So the figure. You shoved him off. So then
He swam back to shore.
He swam back to shore. So yeah, he's Grot.
So I'm gonna. There's a paddle on this boat, is there not?
Yeah.
Because he was
There's
paddling away.
two oars. He was just using one.
I say, Gorlock, take us back in.
Okay, Gorlock. You're not even far out. He
Okay.
just pushes. So Gorlock.
Actually, no. If we're close,
Yeah,
I'll
he'd
keep,
only
I'll
just
keep
push
Gorlock
it
on the
away.
boat, and what I'll do is I reach into my under my coat and I pull out 5 throwing knives and I crouch down and go,
Gorlock, now's your chance to learn how to throw a knife.
Right.
Trial by fire.
Okay.
Have these. What I want you to do, if he's moving quickly, aim for where he's gonna be, not where he is.
Right.
And when you throw, breathe out and hold your breath.
Breathe out and hold my breath. Perfect. Right. But that's a minor action to pass on throwing knives.
Okay.
It's your action. What are
Okay.
you going to do?
I'm gonna jump out the boat and move onto shore.
Yeah, you can get with a movement turn. It's only sort of waist deep water where you are now. You can be sort of within you'll sort of be thigh deep in the water, but you could fight him.
Okay. In fact, well, if I'm, I might charge him again. Actually, yeah, I'll go for it. I'll charge him. And how can I? As I'm no, I won't. I'll check after this. I'll charge him and I'll go for attack.
So Gorlock pushes the boat a bit closer, and you sort of leap off the boat and start sort of moving towards him as fast as you can to charge
Yeah.
him.
Okay.
This contested strength again, is it?
No, no. This is actually just an attack. I'm just gonna run
right.
up and punch at him with one of my daggers.
Right.
13 plus 8,
That is a hit.
21. So that's 1d6
Right.
plus another d6. So that's 6 plus 3 plus 4. So that's 13 damage.
13. Right.
I'm gonna punch it one of his legs. So I'm running in, slide in and punch his leg.
You hear a crack and a twist of bone, blood spurts. This is a bloodied man at this point. He is in pain. He is hurting. This is uncomfortable for him, definitely. He is not a happy fella at all. That then takes us. Where's my list? Okay, that then takes us to the people in the island, and they are coming into sight now. They are next. They've run for the north of the island, and they'll be within next turn. They'll be involved in melee combat with you.
Okay. Can we see them?
Yes, you can. You see that there's another figure with a mask on, and as she gets closer, you get a Vryloka ping off her as well.
Do we think
two
that,
Vryloka.
bear in mind how dark it is, do we think that the non-Delata people have got a good sight on us? Like,
They, the ones with them seem to be holding torches. So they pulled out torches. So you think maybe when they've searched in the north part of the island, they realised they were going to need to look around a bit better. You're quite surprised one of them managed to set off one of the traps.
so just remind me how many are running from the other bit of the island?
There are... now, Grot would have expected 3 of them to be running back with her, but there's only 2 with her. One seems to have stayed on the north of the island.
You must have loved it there.
Yeah.
You must have.
Can't blame him.
Great.
Yeah, one's decided that he's going to stay up there.
Okay.
Yeah. In the basement, things are happening. And that takes us round to Dante.
Okay, so do I think I've been seen?
Maybe by the ones running down, but not by the figure who's fighting Grot.
Can I do a perception, see how he's doing health-wise, that chap?
Yeah, I don't think it would take you much perception. What you just witnessed Grot do to him seemed to buckle him, and he's already got blood all down his back. So it's not particularly hard to tell that he's not in a good way.
Okay, right. So in that case, I'll look towards the group of the other people coming down.
Right.
Sorry I'm late, Grot. Nice of you to join us, Dante. We've been having so much fun.
I can see.
It's like I'm hosting them at my own circus of horrors.
Joke's on them. So
I
I will.
don't seem to be laughing, though.
and I'll stamp on the guy's knee while I say that. Just to twist it.
Look towards. So I would identify the one with the mask that would fit in with the whole that being a Delata, potentially being Vryloka. Oh, excuse me.
I will excuse you.
Oh,
You're excused.
you wouldn't think it was only midday.
Well, you've had a few drinks.
And I will cast as a bonus action Vow of Enmity. As a bonus action, you can choose a creature within 10 foot and gain advantage on attack rolls against it for 1 minute because they are Vryloka.
Ah, lovely.
So that
As you do that, you feel once again the voice within you, and just in your ear, just bring me blood.
I will. I turn to Rill.
That's real say.
I turn to Rill. Let's go get some vengeance, my friend.
Rill is on your 6 next.
Where do they look like the? So, well, I don't know if this is like. I suppose is this out of turn? I'm not sure. So, do I think that they're running towards me, or do I think they're running?
They're running towards the voice.
Right.
They've been running
Okay.
towards the figure shout.
And how far do I think they're like 2 movements away, like a double movement?
you?
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe. I don't think you're going to be able to move and attack them in one go.
Right.
You could probably get to the one that Grot is fighting in this turn, but not to the rest of them.
No. In that case, I will. Oh, actually, no. I'm not 30 foot away, am I? Because they are not.
No. The figure Grot is fighting is within 30 feet, but the other ones are a bit further away because you're on a bit of an angle from them.
So how? So just describe to me how much would it take for me to get towards them? How far? How many movements?
2 movements. 2 movements and you'd be right on them. If they move on their turn as well, they would obviously come into contact with you.
I will move 30 meters forward.
30 feet.
30 feet meters forward.
No,
Shut your face!
You're not DMing anymore. There's one consistent measurement, feet. It means a thing.
And so how far away does that leave me from them? 30?
Yeah.
Right. Well, in that case...
It's very important that he's 30 feet away from them.
It does, yeah. Because that's how...
It's just the way he keeps like, am I within this 30-foot radius? I'm like, whatever's going to happen to this is not going to be good.
I will look at my... Because I've got my...
You're going to text your mum, tell her what you're about to do. He's just got his phone out. He's like, I've just got to text my mum because I'm about to do something amazing.
I will compel the lady or try to compel her to duel me.
Right, okay.
So I'm just thinking, because it's a bonus action, I've already used a bonus action for my Vow of Enmity, but then I'm going to use my action to do that. And I think
And that's fine. I don't think there's any problem with using your
I
action
think
to do a bonus
that is
action.
fine. So
Yeah.
I've used my movement, I've used my bonus action, and now I'm using my action to cast the enchantment Compelled Duel. So I'll shout at her. So we don't know any... We got a description from Gorlock of the faces, didn't we? Would I know who this was? Would I know the name of...
No.
No.
You wouldn't know who she is.
Delata, your vengeance has come. To me, we will duel.
Right. She immediately walks straight towards you. I changed dice. It didn't help. I mean, again,
Yeah.
I've rolled
I know.
so many of those. It is unbelievable.
It's great. It's wonderful.
I think there's something to be said about, like, making it actually roll rather than, like...
I don't know.
Well, you've rolled quite a few bad ones as well.
Yeah.
You rolled 5 twos in a row.
Okay.
Okay, she next turn she will be ready to duel you. Dante, then it's his go, isn't it? Yes.
Rill.
Rill's turn, of course.
Wait with me, brother.
Right, yes. Wait with you.
For them to come to us.
Let's see if Rill is more involved in vengeance than you.
Oh, actually, he could go and... Oh,
He is.
ooh.
Go help Grot, my friend.
He is much more concerned with vengeance. He is no
Yeah,
longer listening to
land the finishing blow, my friend.
and he runs up with his 2 blades aloft and is running straight at the figure fighting Grot.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Why?
Am I allowed to say anything while he does that?
It's not your turn.
It's not my turn. That's what I asked.
Unfortunately.
Because I was like, it's not my turn. So this is happening.
He swings his first sword down and misses horribly. And he swings his second one round and fucking hell. And he's going to have to roll some percentage die. We got the sheets here because this is the first one we've had in combat for a while. So we'll do the single digits first. That's a 1, a 51, which I believe is just it's just botch miss.
Oh, it's a 1, was it?
Oh
Right.
yeah, no, he did not roll a 20.
Oh, I thought you rolled a 20.
No. I think it's 54 is prone, if I'm rightly from the sheet. So Abu's just going to check the sheet for me. So he has certainly just missed horribly there. But he stood at the guy's back. I think that has worked with Grot's plan of having someone to question later.
While he's next to me, I'll go,
Old man, steady yourself. We need one to interrogate afterwards.
He seems to control himself better, and he sort of nods at you like, I'm
Grot
ready.
points to the others and goes,
That way.
Okay. The sort of figure you are fighting decides to disengage and then jumps 20 feet away
oh,
in
fuck.
one leap
That was me thinking you had a
and
broken
then
leg.
runs 30 feet away.
No.
Taking a lot of movement, an unnatural amount of movement, so he is behind the 2 guards who are running in now.
And the other Delata.
Yes. But that Delata is compelled to fight you, so is of no interest to him. He is shouting at her, and he shouts, Lavinia, come, Lavinia, turn, come, let us hide. But she has not turned around.
Have we got all the boats with us?
We've got all the boats.
Yeah, you have
We have
both
got
their boats.
all the boats.
But there's Dante's boat on the other side of the island.
Yeah,
as well.
Dante's boat is on the other side of the
But
island.
yeah.
Right. The first guard, who starts running towards you, Grot, immediately steps near a piece of driftwood.
Oh, good.
And he has walked into Gorlock's spike trap.
We forgot about looking for those.
Yeah, don't worry, no one was paying attention to those, apart from Daddy, who had a good eye of where everything was. And he is going to take some damage. Yeah, you lucky boy! And he is... Oh no, sorry, I didn't add on that. And he is stuck in place, at least for now, so he can't move anywhere towards you. The other guard is going to... He moves forward towards you to fight you.
What the guy that stood on the trap? What's he doing? His foot's
He's just
stuck.
screaming and screaming. It's a dwarf, and he's just screaming at his foot and just yelling and sort of clawing at it, trying to pull his foot upwards and off. His friend who's coming towards you is just a human with a very long plaited beard. He looks like a traditional sort of ne'er-do-well, sort of dirty, sort of like scumbag who's somehow got involved with the circus. You think he probably loves this life. And he's got a pair of daggers, and he runs towards you. He aims at you, Grot, because he's seen that you're the biggest threat.
Hear that, Dante? I'm the
So-
biggest threat.
He goes to stab you with one of the daggers, first of all. And that is 17 plus 5, 22.
That is a hit.
And
God, my armor class is so low.
yeah. And that does 9 damage.
Okay, that's halved because I have uncanny dodge.
Okay, so that's
So I dodged
4
that.
damage.
Yeah.
And then he goes to stab you again with that. And that is, I think, probably unsuccessful in 11.
No.
Otherwise, I know your armor class is low, but that'd be surprisingly low. I'll quickly do that. You don't hear anything from the basement. Right. And that is round to you, Grot.
Okay. So I've got Rill next to me, haven't I?
Rill is next to you. Oh, hang on, sorry, someone didn't take their turn. I do apologise.
That's right.
Gorlock. You gave him some throwing daggers. One of the daggers just hits the sand.
I look down and shake my head.
He's in the
better
boat.
at that.
Yeah, he's in the boat.
He's rocking about, so it's
Yeah.
not the best. It's not the flattest.
He needs to
surface.
improve his aim. He's in a boat, but he's not that far away.
It was pretty poor.
I mean, he's in his element. He gets advantage being
I
on a
mean-
boat as a sailor, doesn't he?
Yeah.
He's not.
That's why he's got a tactical outfit.
He's also not trained for throwing weapons, so he's not great at it. Grot, it is you. You've got figure. This man has run up to you. This sort of bearded human stabbing you with daggers. He's managed to
Alright.
hit you with one.
Well, I'm gonna slice with my left and then uppercut with my right. So I'm gonna do one attack, slice with my left, Oh, it's a botch.
Yeah.
Real, I hope you weren't standing to my left.
So 62 is full prone.
It is.
So yeah, Grot goes to swing at him and falls prone.
Pretty sandy on the beach.
Pretty sandy.
You know what, I'm just your bad luck charm, aren't I?
Yeah, you're still in the water as well. So like, I think you just lost.
Maybe I stood on a fish.
Drowning in a foot of water.
Stood on a fish.
I think oh god, he's got fish with him.
Dante, you're in a duel.
So she's run up to me.
Yeah, she used her turn to get fully close to you.
Oh, right. I was expecting her to be able to attack first because she was only 30 away, wouldn't she?
Yes.
I'm going to be honest and say that because I think it's only fair.
No, you're fine. She has not attacked you. She's done something else.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she took a turn.
Right. Okay. Right. Well, in that case, so is the other one running away?
He's gone and hidden behind the guard, so he's not out of it. If he had ranged weapons, he's still within range, probably. But he didn't want to be in close hand-to-hand combat with Grot.
Okay.
You know, because of the stabbing.
Right. Well, let's go. So, use one of my surgy things and try to trip attack her. Oh, actually, no. I only have to spend it when you hit with the weapon attack. So let's see if I hit first. So because of the Vow of Enmity, it's advantage on all attacks against her.
Right.
So first one. 8. Oh, it's a 1 and an 18. So I think I'll take the 18. And I will
Interesting
spend
tactic.
my surge to try and trip attack her,
Right.
which I think means she has to make a strength check. Let me just check. You must make a strength saving throw DC 17.
Right.
And then I'll roll it.
She makes that check.
Okay.
She saves. She does not get tripped.
How did she do it? Did she do a backflip as she's falling?
She's very athletic, yeah.
Yeah.
She does a little hop out the way of it and actually sort of slides down onto a knee and pops herself back
Let's
up.
do the damage, though, on the actual attack. 7 plus 5.
What was the actual attack? You didn't do...
Yeah, so on a hit, I do the tripping attack.
And what was the actual attack on the hit?
Just a sword strike.
I know. Sorry.
But, so I hit it with the sword strike
Yeah, sorry. I
and to see if
didn't-
it's
when you said
tripping.
the 18, my brain didn't actually take
Yeah, that's fine.
You didn't actually ask what her AC was.
No, I didn't actually.
Yeah,
Well, I said 18 and you said, yeah, hit.
Well, that's because you said the trip attack, so I was like, oh, fine, I'll roll for that. Yeah, that's a hit.
Okay. Yeah, so only 12 damage. Second attack,
What weapon do you use again?
Blood Drinker Longsword.
Longsword, right.
Yes.
So that was 12, was it?
7 plus 5, 12, yes.
One hit.
Second attack, 13 and a 2, so 13 plus 9.
That is a hit.
Yeah, I assumed,
9.
that's why I assumed on the
Yeah.
18 it was...
Yeah.
And
Assume an ass.
it puts the ass in it.
Remember this from yesterday.
I feel like I'm missing things I can't remember. How
Have you rolled
Deadly.
damage on that one?
how deadly? No, I haven't yet. I'm wondering if I'm going to spend any other things. How deadly do we looking at them? Because neither of them attacked. Have they? I haven't seen any damage been done by them, so do I? I don't know how damaging they are. Right, let's hold that off for the moment then. Oh, boo. Oh, I can re-roll that because I rolled a 1, by the way, listeners.
I'm on a damage dice. Not even interesting for me.
I can re-roll the ones on a damage dice because of an ability I have.
Right.
Do you want me to find it, or do you trust
No,
me?
I trust you. The ability is prick.
Can I do it once? Ooh, 8.
So we're from a 1 to 8.
8 plus
13.
5 or just 13?
Is that a D8 or a D10?
It's D10.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, good. It went from a 1 to an 8. That's fine. I'm happy with that, actually. I
So
think
a
that's
couple
better.
of little strikes, and back to Rill's turn.
Right, yeah, that is Rill's turn. Rill's going to try and keep...
In fact, while we're doing that, I think I'll utter, "You will die, witch,
Right. Rill is...
and I will cut your heart from your body and carry it on your mask to your masters
Rill is going to go for his sword attack.
after licking it like a lollipop."
Still talking, is he? Right.
Because he had quite a few attacks there, and he's saying that all throughout all of those attacks. So he's swinging and twirling and stabbing
First
and
attack,
tripping.
this sword misses. And his second one does hit.
Rill's done something!
Rill has done something.
Although I am underwater at the moment, so I can't complain.
Your lying face is the sand. So Rill hits with his second attack on this guy. Now, he's also going to use his iron training from his training every day for this, his old man strength essentially. So he gets to add a couple of extra bits to his roll. So. Let's see. I couldn't add 1 to 12. I literally got stopped. And he does a big slash across this sort of bearded guy's stomach. And that goes back to the guy at the start who you were initially fighting. He pulls out from his...
the guy that starts, so this is Delata who's
the
run
Delata,
away.
yes, whose name you don't know. You know the woman is called Lavinia.
He's run away to the back.
The running away, the cowardly Delata, the one who's severely wounded. He is going to... he throws out a weapon that you've not seen the like of before. He pulls it, he uses his minor action.
I've seen a lot of weapons.
It's like a crossbow.
Oh, shit.
And he aims it at Grot and fires it.
Oh, can he though? That's a tricky one. Well, he can, obviously, if he wants to.
I mean,
But does he morally want to?
well, yeah, he's really up for this.
Yeah.
So, it is 22.
No, it's not. I'm underwater prone.
Oh, he has to roll disadvantage, doesn't he? Because you're lying down.
I'm obscured and I'm lying down.
He rolled another 18.
I guess he does
I
then.
wasn't letting you get away with that one. I was like, no, he's still going to throw a roll at you. Right.
Oh shit.
And
I really thought I was safe there.
the barb hits you. Now, I don't think you can uncanny dodge when you're down on the floor.
I can just wriggle like this.
Yeah. I'm gonna say
I
you're
did hear
uncanny-
that you were a snake.
I'm going to say you
No,
probably
I think-
can't uncanny dodge. That seems unrealistic that you're like, I'm prone and yet I'm still moving around. Now, the damage is not the biggest issue. It only
Oh, that's
does
fine then. How much?
4 damage.
Oh, that's fine. Okay, yeah, cool. Okay, so whose turn is it now?
No.
Whose turn?
But you realise that the bolt is stuck within you, deep within you, and it's on the end of a rope
Oh, cool.
Uh-oh.
that he has now got you on.
Grot is like, as it sticks in, and he's underwater, and he's like, and he grabs it, he's like, there's a rope, and Grot suddenly thinks like,
Gorlak?
and I think, I'm definitely going to win this, and I'm definitely taking this. Once I get this out of me, I'm going to love this.
Right, so the woman who you're dueling now is going to fight you. And you realise that what she did on her turn was to pull out some vials and flasks. So she was readying something as she came over to you. And she... Sorry, as a minor... As a bonus action-
She needs to roll to see if she's still compelled to duel me because I
Oh,
hit.
does she get a wisdom
I
save?
hit. It's because it's a.
Against 15, isn't
I
it?
hit her. Yes.
No, she still wants to duel you. She's well up for dueling.
I mean, I'm hoping that even when it wears off, she still wants to.
Yeah.
Like.
It's whether she wants to duel you or she wants to fight you, I guess. She still might want to kill you, but she might want to not one fight you in this situation.
Interestingly, if you attack her, the spell ends.
And she creates a smoke cloud around you both.
Ooh.
You are suddenly engulfed in smoke. And your dark vision does not help with that. It is obscured, but she does not seem to have her vision obscured by it. She seems to still be able to fight you. You can still see her generally moving through it, but you'll be attacking her with disadvantage now.
So,
Where she'll be attacking regularly.
so normal attacks now because I've got advantage. So just not.
Yeah, normal attacks. Fuck's sake! Frick over here! Oh, I forget how good you get at these levels.
Well, no, it's just because she's the one I've
She's the one that
decided.
you want. She is the one you want. Woo, woo, woo. Right, so
Grotwell.
she goes to stab you. And she, with her first attack, she's once again she's just using she's using sai, you know, the sort of fork daggers. She goes
Oh, what
to
like
stab
the
yeah, Raphael's weapon of choice. Her first attack is not going to hit you, I don't believe, with a 12,
No.
and her second one is a 22.
Yes.
That's 22. Here we go, and that does 10 damage.
Okie doke. Where'd it hit me? How'd it hit me?
She just you can't see her move.
Not the
It's
face!
like a shadow, but you do feel like a scratch down your arm, and suddenly you realise that she has sort of just cut you along your sort of up your bicep and something like that, and you are bleeding quite badly. You know, it hurts.
That was from the finest tailors in Seathwaite.
And yeah, so she's in combat with you with that. This guy is still stuck on the trap, so he needs to roll a strength check to see if he can pull his foot off. And he does not, so he then takes... Unlucky boy! He's sort of just screaming, but he's not dead, but he sort of collapses onto sort of his back and he's trying to push it off his foot. He's not doing very well as well. The guy with the beard who's trying to fight you, he now realises that he's probably going to need to stab Rill quite a lot because, you know, the whole Rill has just stabbed him, so he's going to try and get some revenge. So he uses his two sort of daggers. He misses with the first one, and he misses with the second one as well. Rill has been quite lucky there. Okay, nothing for the basement. And then another throwing dagger comes out of the boat. It just lands quite close to the water to Dante, and Dante just watches it slowly sink. Grot watches it slowly sink in the water next to him because Grot's still underwater. Just sees
I grab it and put it in my jacket.
Grot, it is your turn.
I guess I will try and... So I'm hooked up to this.
Yeah, it's
bolt.
it's in your leg. You're not tied up by it, but it's definitely in your leg.
And it's got a rope coming off it. Right,
Yeah.
I'll try and stab at the rope to cut it off.
Okay, you realise it's like a metal cord.
Oh,
almost.
fuck.
You can try and cut it. It's not impossible to cut.
metal cord.
But you're still prone at the moment, lying down.
Okay.
So that's not going to... Just to let you know, I'm not going to say you're underwater. You right yourself so your head's out of the water.
You're in you're in the shallows, aren't you? Like the,
Yeah. So you pulled your head.
Grot's thinking,
I wonder if it's either gonna pull me in, or maybe it's gonna do something to me. Well, let's see my chances. If I get closer, then what's the point of putting me in?
so Grot stands up and makes a movement towards... Actually, he's going to stand up and kill... well, no, not kill. He's going to stand up and stab to kill the guy who's
The big
fighting Rill
man.
at the moment.
Okay.
Might as well try and cut down the numbers.
Yeah.
Was that the one you were trying to keep alive?
No.
No.
It's just another
He's the
one.
one who just
8 plus 8, 16.
16, and that is a draw.
Oh,
he's quite quick and just dodges out the way of that one.
Well, I'll go for a side swipe along his chest with my other punching dagger.
It's so many attacks.
18 plus 8.
18 plus 8. Yeah, that's a hit.
That's 6 plus 4, 10.
10. You do stab him badly, and the punching dagger sort of plunges into sort of his side.
I'm going to twist at the end. as
Little
well.
twist. You've definitely hurt him badly. There's a lot of blood on this man now. That takes us to Dante.
Right. This lady who I can see, but
Yes.
with difficulty.
Yeah.
She's still within melee range.
Yes.
Right. Okay. I will try to attack her. And I've been thinking about how I'm going to phrase what I'm going to say next. Because...
You go
It's
for the
gonna sound
fanny.
so rapey, isn't it?
Yeah, a little bit.
Always when he's fighting women, it gets weirdly rapey.
Well, it's not my fault. Because...
It's the culture I thought.
No, it's the god that he is now...
Right. Oh, because it sounds like horse.
So I think he's going to say, "Whore's blood for whore!" And then I'm going to go to try and
Need to call her up.
stab her. Oh, she's Fryloka whore. So single one. A natural 20!
Say.
The first one! Oh, right. I'm just going to tell you now that So that was my attack. I'm going to expend a spell slot, which I can do to add on a divine smite. So I've hit with the melee attack.
Right.
You can expend one spell slot to deal 2d8 extra radiant damage.
So you're going to have to roll up the extra radiant damage because you didn't tell me before you rolled the dice. Does that seem fair?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's got to be rolled.
I had-
There's your D100 to roll.
All right. You have to wait till you hit anyway to do it, but yeah, that's fair
Right.
enough. In fact, well, I'll roll the 2d8 then. Have you got another d8, Mo? Oh, no, I've got one. So total 8 extra damage.
Okay.
Actually, no, it's 20. So no, okay, yeah.
Yeah, because they came in separate parts. They're not part
Ah, fucking.
Oh,
Some,
that's not gone well.
oh no, it's not. 8 total, so just max damage.
Just max damage. So what's max damage on that?
How disappointing. It's actually turned out quite low. So 15.
Okay, so through the smoke, Dante suddenly just catches sight of this woman and just, with a sharp upward thrust, sort of just tries to gut her. It's only not quite as powerful as it would have been if he had been directly in front of her, but he definitely catches her with the full force of the blade. But as she's on the blade, Dante suddenly feels Hoard's power through him, and sort of the blade almost shudders with rage, and she sort of recoils off the blade and back as she takes this extra 8 damage. You get to roll another attack. Oh, you're so
Second attack. Yeah. Right. 19!
Right, yeah. How
get
many
in
dice
there.
you get to roll for this one? All of them.
No, just the D10.
Just the D10. Plus
5. 14.
14. And Dante, feels her shudder back. She stands directly in front of him, and he just
Oh, yeah, go on.
plunges the sword straight forward, and he realises that she is not even twitching.
I pull her close into me on the end of the sword.
And you see her blood turning to black, her veins blackening, as the rare sight of a dead Vryloka is in front
I
of
want to
you.
pull her face literally right in front of me as she's dying.
You are staring her in the eyes as
And I want to
the
just...
guttural noises.
Vengeance is mine.
And
For Whore!
you feel Whore's voice in your ear saying, "The blood." And that is it. She is gone. She is out of the equation. There's no answer to be got from her.
Are we still in the smoke?
Yes.
It's kind of romantic.
It's kind of romantic.
You wanted that.
I intended to stay here.
You kind of did. Killed her. Rill is going to go and try and kill this human with the beard again. Oh, he hits with his...
I'm not getting any information out of her.
No? Did you not think of that beforehand?
No. It just...
We didn't know how...
No, I didn't know how...
And Rill, with his blade, suddenly twists a gut shot into the bearded man, and he is completely dead as well. The bearded man falls dead, and Rill immediately reaches down and takes his blade off him, and pulls the daggers up and takes them and puts them into his hip to take them off. Just some dice rolls that... Yeah, you don't hear anything for the basement still. And... Gorlock has it... No, it still misses, but it's much closer. Much closer to the guy who's shot.
He's only got, what, 2 turns left? 2 tries left with the daggers?
Yes.
Yeah.
2 tries left.
I believe in him.
Good God.
I believe in him.
And that is... that goes up to Octavio's turn. Well, not that you know his name, I know.
I wrote down her name. Who have I just killed? Lavinia.
Lavinia, yes. And now, he does something that you were not expecting at all. He shoots the weapon again.
Oh, fuck!
Not at you.
Yeah.
He shoots it at a tree.
Yeah.
And it connects the other side of this cable to the tree. And then he just runs to the north of the islands. He realises how wrong this has all gone for him. And he runs.
So is he running towards where he fired the rope or the...
Yeah, vaguely, but that's just the nearest tree. He is just trying to get away at this point. And we'll have to deal with you tracking down this person next week. Thanks for listening!
The Formal Gamer, podcast for those with exquisite taste.